Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining today's Additive Focus Friday tip of the week. Today, I want to go over our Lattice Assistant feature. This is a quick way of lightweighting a 3D printed part and also designed for additive or lightweighting it. So this can be a quicker build and save some material costs. I have this part here, and we can quickly go and to our drop-down modify ribbon and go to our Lattice Assistant. And it's a step-by-step process to lightweight this part. We have 25 different lattice topologies to pick from. And you can also control the thickness of the shell of the part. And you can edit the cell here, so we can change this in the XYZ if we want, for example. And you also have the lattice offset, and that's just moving the lattice that you've created in the X, Y, or Z. I'll leave that at 0. We'll pick the X lattice topology, calculate it. And this lattice has been created. As you see through the transparency, you can see the X lattice that we created. The next step would be we'd want to get the resin or powder out of the 3D printed part. So we want to check box to generate plug. We also have a clearance. I'll put 0.2 millimeters. That way you can glue back the piece, the plug that we're going to create to complete your geometry. Adding perforations here is really easy. Just click on the part, put in the size you want for the plug. I'll put one on the top and the bottom here. And don't worry, if you add too many, you can just go remove perforation and click on it and get rid of that. We're going to calculate that. It's going to create the plugs, make them STL files that you can then build all these parts together on 3D printed workspace and be able to glue those parts back in to have a complete part with the resin or powder out of the part. At this point, we're going to hit apply. We'll remove the old part out of our workspace here. Now we have the two plugs here that I can move quickly here to next to the part. You would then take this, open up a workspace, and create your supports or add your other parts to your build. But let's look at what we created with the lattice topology from the Lattice Assistant. In the clip planes, this is a nice tool to use to look inside of the part. We have the X, Y, Z we can look in, and when you click on the rectangle here and use your little slider here to put a line on the part here like we have for the Y, and then you just pick a side of the rectangle to look at, and you can look inside of the part. And there you go. We have the lattice topology created. We're going to save some material. We have the plugs to glue back into the holes that we created for the perforations. And you'll be able to save some machine build time, save some material. You've lightweighted the part designed for additive. Once again, thanks for joining today's Additive Focus Friday edition. Thank you.